Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tosa, and we are back. We have Chrisean Rock. She was arrested. We have Tommy Lee. She was arrested. Kenya Moore and her drama on Roa. We have Tory Lane's wife is actually divorcing him. And Nicki Minaj made a post and says she's single. Well, listen here. We have got a lot for you to unpack. So, with that being said, let's head on over to Queen City. All right, and we are back. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on tonight. Listen here, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and ask you all to please like, share, and subscribe to this live broadcast. First on the docket, we have Tommy Lee. She's arrested for battery at Live nightclub in Miami Beach. Shout out to our friends over at the Shade Room. They say, Roomies, Tommy Lee is behind bars. The reality star, born Atasha Jefferson, was arrested on battery charges following an incident at a Live nightclub in Miami Beach. According to WSVN, reports state authorities responded to the nightclub around 2:15 a.m. Monday morning. And once officers arrived, they observed the victim holding Jefferson until officers took control. The arrest report states the victim said that Jefferson approached him near the hotel security area, attempting to hand him something. However, when he refused, Jefferson allegedly became aggressive, cursing and threatening him. She allegedly told the victim that she would have him unalived and piled up. The victim says Jefferson's aggression escalated when he ignored her, and she reportedly waved her hands in his face and poked him. She was arrested and transported to Turner Guilford Night Correctional Facility. Well, listen here. The roomies are sounding off. One roomie says, Tommy, like that, on and off camera. You got to respect it. I don't see anything cute about it. Someone says, sounds about right. She's always so cute in her mug shots. LOL. Someone says she looks good. Her mug shots be eating. Someone says that mug. Somebody said she 55. Still doing this? Batty shock o'clock. Wow. Sydney Star jumped in and says, call me Sydney Star. Free my wife. Someone says pretty as F. Tommy, free Tommy button is right there. Someone says, sadly, one of many reasons people seldom heal their toxic behavior is they see so many more people favoring and remarking on how beautiful they look in a mug shots than remarking solely holding them accountable for their toxic behavior. They're not incentivized to heal. What good is a face card when that growth card declined and expired? Beauty is vain and favor is deceitful, but a virtuous woman shall be praised. Proverbs 31:30. Props to all accountable women on a healing journey. You are truly top tier and deserve praise, honor, and matrimony if you want it. You virtuous woman, you. Well, listen here, let's get up into it because why is everybody praising Tommy Lee for her arrest record? What's so cute about her getting arrested? I mean, she's away from her children, she's away from her family. And, let's just be honest, Tommy Lee is actually a mother, right? And I remember she went to her daughter's school, and there was this whole big situation. And yeah, things did not pan out the way that she thought that they were. All right. So let's get into this next article. Here we have the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore. Oh Lord, this is just too much. Let's be honest. Let's be for real. Okay, so Kenya Moore, shout out to our friends at Media Takeout. Roa's Kenya Moore claims Real Housewives Brittany Edie is escort in leaked audio. Okay, so leaked audio of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore allegedly calling newbie Brittany Edie an escort and claiming she charges $1,400 for services and has been circulating online. In the clip, a woman who is assumed to be Kenya is heard saying, "You paid a hoe. Brittany does escort. There's an IG that put her emails out on blast. She charges $1,400 for an appointment. You not only a hoe, you a cheap whore. You on covers of magazine being a thought. You all of those things. Okay. Well, listen here. Let's take a listen. You are paying for all my taxes. Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on that. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only a hoe, you a cheap. You are cheap. You all covers the magazines, being a star, all covers of every magazine. You all of those hoes, okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your body was like Snapchat me that pussy and you did. All right, so you heard that recording, correct? All right, so let's get into this article. Did that sound like Kenya Moore to you all? I mean, the woman added, "You're over here on Snapchat. Your guy was like, Snapchat me that ussy." And you did. Last week, Media Takeout reported that Kenya and Brittany recently attended the same event, and Kenya allegedly began to show explicit photos of Brittany to attendees. During the same event, Kenya suggested that Brittany threatened her with a weapon. Production sources close to Bravo Production denies those claims. Brittany also denied on social media having a weapon, but seemingly confirmed that Kenya shared nude images of her. "I'm still processing the nasty, low, disgusting, vile things that was done to me, that was done to try and hurt me. Bullying and revenge corn is never okay," she wrote. Okay, so what do you all think? Do y'all think that Kenya is innocent? Do y'all think that she did some of the nefarious things that she's being alleged of right now? Let me know in the comment section. Now, we do have Tory Lanez up on the docket as well. I don't know if you all know, but Tory Lanez, actually, did y'all know that Tory Lanez was married? Oh, yes. Believe me, you. Listen. Okay, so shout out to TMZ. Exclusive TMZ reports Tory Lanez's wife, Raina Kassange, files for divorce after less than 1 year. Tory Lanez's prison stay will likely outlast his marriage. His wife of almost a year is divorcing him. All we know from the divorce petition, and that's going to be posted up online. So someone says, "Huh? When did he get married? And why y'all find the worst picture of her you could find?" Someone else says, "Huh? So she was never mentioned ever? Was this a pen pal turned wife? Because what now?" Well, where the F she came from? Mary says the F when someone's comment. Someone else commented, "So he got framed for powing Megan in the foot because he was messing around with two female friends, but was married the whole time. Whoa. Well, someone says, what in the 90-day fiance is this? They couldn't find a better picture of her, someone asks. Someone says, huh? The man in jail for powing a woman was married this whole time? Wow, I'm confused. Me too, Shu. So someone says, run while you still have feet, baby. Oh, they are messy. Someone says, how y'all posting the divorce but failed to post the marriage? Because when did this happen? Someone says, wife, Soldier Boy voice. That's his wife? What the H? He was married to that, someone says. Dudes will marry anything when they know they are going to prison. Someone says married for a green card. Someone says obviously she wasn't wife material. What are y'all thoughts about this? Because remember, Tory Lanez actually had gotten arrested over the powing of Megan Thee Stallion, right? They said that he had, powder in the foot, and they went to trial. Tory didn't speak. So that's why I have a problem with it. I was upset because I'm like, why did Tory Lanez not speak? You know, I'm just like, if you're innocent and, this didn't happen according to how you're seeing it, why wouldn't you speak up? And so that's just the question that I have been pondering in my head. Well, listen here. We got some exclusive tea from you. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Gucci Mane's artists, her name is actually Enchanting. So the article reads, shout out to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk. Johnny Damn D, A&R rep, is asking everyone to send a prayer up for Enchanting. Okay? So let's get into this and see what is going on. The Neighborhood Talk says, we will keep you updated on this as we learn more about the former 1017 artist Enchanting. Let's go.
If everybody, if everybody could pray for Jen, pray.
Okay, so this is FTO set says, come on, champ. We're going to read some of these comments in the chat. Someone says, my girl. Someone says, what happened to my girl? I hope she's okay. Y'all just posting this man upset, crying, breathing heavy. Like, huh? I'm lost. Me too. Someone says, RIP. This is the unless you gonna tell me what's going on, don't do all that button. I'm gonna hit that button right there because why wouldn't you tell us what's going on? I mean, you coming on here breathing like you're in labor or like you just got finished running the 100-yard dash and not saying nothing. Well, someone says, God, I ask that you restore life in this young lady's body, bring her back to her family and friends. In Jesus' name, we pray, amen. Someone says, oh, let me like that right quick before we go up. Someone says, I hope she gets better. Who is she? Somebody says, what the H happened to her? Someone says, desperate times calls for desperate measures. This man been in this lady's life for a while now. Before it all, he probably legit don't know what else to do but to get on here crying and asking for prayers. Man, this sad. She is such a sweet, talented girl. I pray she makes it out okay, man. Lord, wrap your healing arms around. Lord, if it's your will, please allow her to come out of this. Someone else says, I bet It's a fentanyl OD praying, but I knew she was doomed when she danced on a pole in a church. I hope she knows Jesus Christ because, boy, vengeance is God's and his worth is no joke. I stopped listening to chant when she was on that pole in the church. God bless. So they're saying that she was on a pole in a church. I'm a little lost. So they're saying that she's on a pole. She was on a pole in a church. Oh no, you cannot do that, sweetheart. Why didn't someone tell her that that was not a good idea? Anywho, let me get back into these comments. Okay, so what the F happened? This man just breathing hard. I prefer to do specific prayers. Okay, someone says the first thing you do is come to social media instead of going to God will always be an attention seeking moment for you, in my opinion. Something ain't right with that label. Oh, someone says, why everyone that's signed to 1017 label unalive, dying, or in jail? Okay, so 1017, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So the fans are really questioning. They're like, what's going on? What is really happening here? And shoot, I'm in the same boat. I don't know what's going on as well. Hey, Norris Tony. Norris Tony is up with me. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Yes. All right. So listen, are you guys ready for the real story that has everybody up in arms? Listen here. Chrisean Rock went over to Blueface's court hearing today. Is that it's on site. Chrisean Rock reportedly has been arrested walking into courthouse for Blue's court appearance today. It says, I mean, knowing you have active warrants and willingly go into the courthouse to support your man is quite diabolical. Hashtag Chrisean. Someone says the song sealed it, not Elvis though. Someone says we got to stop using words like diabolical in sentences where it doesn't belong. Diabolical. Adjective. 1. Characteristic of the devil or so evil as to be suggestive of the devil. His diabolical cunning. Similar. Devilish, diabolic, fiendish, satanic, Mephistophelian, demonic, demonical, hellish, infernal, evil, wicked, ungodly, unholy, cacodemonic, cacodemonic. It says informal, British, disgracefully bad or unpleasant. A singer with an absolutely diabolical voice, extremely evil or cruel. Adjective, extremely evil or cruel, expressive of cruelty or befitting hell. Synonyms, demonic, diabolic, fiendish, hellish, infernal, satanic, unholy, evil. Child. Whew. Someone says diabolical is everyone's favorite word now. Someone says, if you had active warrants, why you keep going to court to support someone else? She was begging to get locked up. She ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, someone says. Moi, behind bars. Someone says, dang, who didn't get arrested last night? Is a question. Sexy Red, Tommy, now Chrisean? Someone says, oh, well, I'm going to drive through. Y'all want anything from McDonald's? Someone says she probably sitting in jail looking just like this picture. Someone says, here, just give me the baby. Damn. Someone says, not both the parents locked up. Y'all saying good. I hope y'all end up in jail. I'm not a big fan, but I don't wish jail on nobody. Here, let's go ahead and click that. All right, someone else says, walked in trying to support a man that acted like he couldn't stand her when he was free. Now she needs support. Oh, child. Can y'all please like this video? If you're just now coming in, please go ahead and give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, and let everybody know that we are online. We are here, the late night hour. Okay, this is a late night hour. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a countdown. We'll be back. We're gonna check the likes. Before we go, Norris Tony says, it's good to see you too. Absolutely. Listen here, we got my sister, Tangi Danica Grace. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you, sweetheart. Listen here, we're going to do a countdown. Please like, share, subscribe. Get this out to all of your friends because, baby, the next piece of content is definitely going down. Let's go ahead and load up Queen City once more. All right, and we are back. Now, check this out. This is the story that everyone was waiting for. Oh my goodness. Blueface and Chrisean, like they're both in jail. Oh, and before we get to them, okay, so Nicki Minaj made a tweet earlier and it went so viral. Everybody is up in arms. It said single. I'm thinking that she's talking about music. I don't think that she's talking about divorce from her husband. I just don't feel like she is definitely doing that. I know a lot of people are talking, trying to speculate. What does she mean by that? Well, apparently it's none of our business. We'll have to see when she drops another album. Okay, so like I said, shout out to our friends over at It's On Site. Carlissa and Jonathan Sr. argue in the courthouse after he says he will not be taking care of Junior while Rock is in jail. I'm not the G damn babysitter, is what he said. All right, let's get into it.
Getting clout, getting fame, getting all this stuff. The girl, then when she, that's fucked up. You was around a girl, getting clout, getting fame, getting all this stuff. The girl, then when she down, you ain't finna hold her down by taking her.
All right, so actually the person that's streaming this live, let me give you a rundown on this person right here. Has a whole criminal record and has been arrested and has charges on his name for abusing women. Yes. So I just don't understand why was he down there chastising people instead of bringing out his record and letting them know, hey, I'm down with this movement. Let's go. Allegedly.
Baby. That's fucked up. You a fucked up ass nigga. So you ain't gonna take the baby, bro. So when you gonna do it?
She gave orders for March.
March ain't. The baby.
Okay, so that's Junior right there. So that's the guy that was in the blue, that's Blueface's daddy. And then this lady right here, that's Carlissa. Everybody knows who Carlissa is. That's definitely his mother. And it's so unfortunate, you guys. When I'm lucky and blessed to have grandchildren, trust me, you listen, count me, like, don't put me in this category. Like, I will go to war and back for my grandchildren. Let's just say that. Miss Sandra Love stopped through. She says, hey, how are you? Norris Tony says Blue Cheese and Chrisean have no gifts nor talent. You know what? I totally agree with that. They have no talent. And Chrisean was a beautiful woman. I mean, she was fit, she was wrestling, she had her own life. And it just seemed like, when you get with those bad boys, they really turn you out. And it's so sad to say, but it's the reality of what's going on, you know? Let's go.
We worried about the baby. Their son and Chrisean is gone. He ain't taking the fucking baby.
So this guy right here is asking, he's saying like junior, well, senior is not taking junior. And Carlissa, she's appearing to kind of be upset. I know you effing lying. And if we know Carlissa is not a saint. Okay. She had a hand in all of this. And when you sit up here and spoil your children, I know, some of us, we weren't, you know, some of our parents weren't able to give us the extravagant life and things like that. And when we really think about it, are we really upset? And I want to say I'm actually grateful that my mother didn't do all that, because I wouldn't know how to appreciate. I wouldn't know what working hard feels like for what you want. When you talk about morals, values, and respect, these children are like, Blueface curses at his mom, goes back and forth, and he also sick Chrisean rock on his mom and sister. Do you all remember that? Oh yeah, I remember that. All right, let's go.
Carlissa, but he been saying this shit to me the whole time for the past 30 minutes. He's not taking the baby. So when you was down,
So apparently the guy is saying that, Blueface dad been saying, "Oh no, I'm not taking the baby. I'm not doing that." And this, that, and the third. And so she's looking like she's upset. She's bothered. But how bothered are you if you had a good relationship with your son and his child's mother? I don't think that it would have been a big deal for her to retrieve her grandson. Norsoni says Blue Crust and Chrisean aren't role models for anyone. You know what? Well, let's take it here, because didn't Blueface were they pregnant at the same time? I'm not really sure if they were pregnant at the same time, but I do know that, one minute he was with Jaden, and then one minute he was with Chrisean, and then one minute neither one of the ladies were with him, and they were hanging out, and they were doing God knows whatever, right? But yeah, this is a lot. This is a trigger warning for anybody coming in. But Sandra Love says, wow, me too. Let's go.
I'm not saying that. That's what he's been saying. He's not taking the baby.
What's that? I don't give a fuck. Shit, I'll be on my own. Shit, I'm not here for all that bullshit. I'm not here for.
I'm trying to figure out, why is she combing through her hair like she just saw her crush? Isn't she married? I mean, she's combing through her hair. I mean, what are you trying to look good for, Carlissa? Your grandchild is at stake of not being with you or his grandfather. And what's so disappointing is when the biological grandparents are not acting like adults. Like little Junior didn't ask to be here. That's your grandson, for heaven's sakes. You know, if I was put in a situation like, okay, let's set everything aside. What are we going to do? Am I going to get him? Do you want to rotate visits? I keep them for X amount of days. You keep them for X amount of days. And let's work this out together. I mean, and if you know anything about the system is not for anybody. That system is no. It's probably worse than what situation they're currently and already are in. So we have to think outside of the box, people, when we are commenting and when we are giving our opinion. You know, I mean, it's just Hey, House of Queens TV, hashtag Queen City. Yes, if you all could please hashtag Queen City. Yes, yes, yes. Please hashtag Queen City. All right, let me get over here because we do have some more comments. And I want to make sure I'm getting to everyone's comments because it does make a difference. And this is our engagement. Let me go ahead and pull up Queen City. All right, and then let me see. House of Queens TV said that's the same thing I said. Absolutely. I mean, why are you? I mean, this is not the time nor the place to be getting into it. First and foremost, I mean, you're in court, you're in there with the laws, and y'all act up, y'all gonna get snatched up because apparently when Chrisean went in there, oh, they were waiting for her as though, and you know what? What this has taken a turn. I believe that Jaden Blueface, Blueface's baby's mother, I believe she notified the police that Chrisean was coming in there because she wants to be the only one that supports her man. She does not want Chrisean coming in there, interrupting what her and Blueface have. I mean, she's the one that's been listening to him. She's the one that's been going in on time on curfew because just recently, Chrisean had come on live and she was crying and saying, "Oh, he broke up with me because I didn't make it in on curfew." Well, why in the blazing bejesus would you show up to his court date? Angie Danica Grace says, "Woo, child. It's a lot. This conversation shouldn't have happened in the courtroom." Exactly. It's like, what is going on? And listen, you're showing people that you don't give a damn. This is what you're doing. You're showing people that you don't give a damn. And this is, I mean, you could care less. Carlissa is over there on Zeus Network, and I know she's getting a fat check. Let's talk about it. I know she's getting a cute check over there. Honey, you could have anywho. Norris Tony says Mr. Funky Face goes through Chrisean and Stewie like toilet paper. You know what? And it's so sad because when you talk about self esteem, self worth, self love, and things like that, they're definitely missing it. And being that Carlissa has had her fair share of bad relationships, why wouldn't she try to pull these girls together and say, "Hey, I've been here before. I know where y'all are going. I know y'all probably think it's cute, but here, I got something better for us. Why don't we all get into therapy? You know, let's do our own separate sessions and then we'll work to where we can do like a group therapy." It's like, where's the adults here in this situation? House of Queens TV says, "Hi, mods and chat. Hi, how are you?" House of Queens TV says, "Chrisean always knew she had a warrant. She kept playing in their face and they finally got her ass." Well, listen here. She went live to tell people, "Oh, I already know about the warrant. And, I'm not going because I have a son to raise." But my thing is, you knew you had a son to raise before you got yourself tied up in a funky situation. And listen here, I can't totally blame it on Carlissa, and I totally can't blame it on the father. And I say this to say that Chrisean is an adult. She knows right from wrong. So does Blueface. But see, this is what happened when you have enablers around you and they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. Then these are the type of situations that come up, right? So here, let me drop this down, and we're gonna hop over. Let's see. House of Queens TV says, "I feel bad for that baby." Listen here, I feel bad for the baby too because the baby is innocent and the baby's grandparents are sitting here arguing, "No, I'm not going to get him. No, you're going to get him. No, I'm not going to get him. No, you're going to get him. I'm not about to take on that responsibility." What it makes me scratch my head and think, what was life like with y'all growing up and Blueface was in the mix? Did y'all toss him like a hot potato? Like y'all are doing his son? Norris Tony says Carlissa is clout chasing off of her son. And you know what? It's sad, but this happens. It's sad, but hey, this happens, and I'm not gonna lie. It's sad, it's disgusting, and let's take a look at the minutes before Chrisean Rock was, arrested. This right here, this is a lot, you all. All right, so trigger warning. So this is Chrisean Rock arrested on fugitive warrant after attending Blueface's court hearing. And shout out to our friends over at the media take. I mean, at the Shade Room. Let's go ahead and play this. And this is This is Senior right here. This is Blueface's dad, right here in the blue. And of course, you have Little Man in the stroller. You have Chrisean Rock pushing it. And here we go. And why is he walking ahead of her?
Okay, you don't see him there as a member with all of his information?
And the guy with the briefcase, is that her lawyer? Oh, that's an officer right there. That's an officer right there. Is that an officer undercover? Oh, wow. All right, let me read this article. The Shade Room says, according to TMZ, Chrisean Rock was placed in handcuffs and arrested for a felony fugitive warrant. The arrest happened at a courthouse in Los Angeles. 5 LAPD officers were reportedly on site, waiting for Chrisean's arrival to place her under arrest. She arrived at the courthouse with her young son, Chrisean Jr. According to the outlet, Chrisean Jr. was taken away by officers at the time of the arrest. No word on who the baby is currently with. We will keep you all updated as more information comes to light. Okay, so let's finish looking at this.
What happened, Christine?
No, they saying I got a whole nother case caught up in downtown. I don't even be downtown. It's cool. I got my people zipping into the door. I don't know who you're going to speak to.
Excuse me, sir. What are you guys arresting her for?
A whole nother charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
There's a warrant for her arrest. Right. This is crazy. You gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
Oh God, this is not big at all. This is messy.
You want me to tie anything to
We're here
Blueface?
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
Like, what the hell?
All right, so what do you guys think about this? She's saying that she's humiliated. Oh, I missed a comment. Norris Tony says Carlissa, Tokyo Tony, and Tia Kemp have a podcast together. They interviewed Jocelyn. I saw that. I think it's like aunties or the auntie podcast or something like that. Yeah, will y'all be watching? Will y'all be watching? House of Queens TV says this is crazy, trying to support a ninja that don't give two F's about her. And that's a fair statement. That is a very much so fair statement. I think that it is it's so disgusting, you all. It's so disgusting, and that's why we need therapy, mental health awareness. June is PTSD Awareness Month, and it's so interesting how these celebrities and people like Chrisean get on here and want to tell us all about their lives and what they're going through. Why won't you go to therapy? Like, you got money and you skipped the therapy's office. Um you skipped all these places that could serve you, and you run on over to the jewelry store and just load yourself up with thousands of dollars of jewelry. That's backwards to me. House of Queens TV says every time she go to court, there's always cameras, so they know she's going to be there. Wow. Wow. Norris Tony says, I won't watch it at all. Me neither. I mean, it's not uplifting the community. And that Carlissa lady, she really just rubs me the wrong way.
But we'll be like, can I just get talk to somebody because that don't make sense.
Okay, so these are the shots that the individuals were taking of her. Okay, so remember, people, there's always somebody watching. Okay, remember, there's always somebody watching. I mean, it's disgusting, yes, but just remember there's always somebody watching, and you're in a public eye, sweetheart. It's not like you're just some regular person. You know what I'm saying? You're not regular. The cameras are always going to be there. And with social media nowadays, oh, sweetheart, I don't think that you could avoid that. It's just something that she has to go through. Well, peep this out, because a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, I feel bad, this, that, and the third. I feel bad for the individuals um that are around her, because who in her camp told her that it was cool to go into to his court? Like, where is your team? Where's your team? Chrisean is wasting her body, box, and life on a Blueface. Listen, Norris, there's no lies told. No lies told. Now, do y'all remember this? Do you all remember this? Oh, I'm sorry. You all aren't able to see it. That's why. Okay, here. All right. So, Chrisean Rock reportedly served with James Wright Chanel's lawsuit after revealing her location on social media. So when we talk about social media, let's look at it as a whole, right? Remember the accusations, and this was on May 14th of 2022. So you have James Wright Chanel, you have Chrisean Rock. See, a lot of people, I think that they have skipped over this part, because remember, James Wright Chanel was at Tamar's event. Y'all, give me one second. Give me 1 second, please. We're gonna go on a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. And we are back. House of Queens TV says exactly, Tony. Okay. That blue North Tony says Blueface is a waste of time and space. Absolutely. And but believe it or not, these ladies actually like him. They're attracted to him. And and it just is what it is. House of Queens TV said, hey darling, you're doing great commentary. Thank you so much. Listen here, we are here for the people, and we've got to break all this down because people are saying, oh, she had a warrant, but they're forgetting to tell you all that this girl is very problematic when it comes to, yeah. All right, let's go. Nearly 6 Rock allegedly attacked him. She has been she has reportedly been served with his lawsuit. James initially filed the paperwork in February, but it had yet to be delivered. That's until earlier this month. A process server was finally able to locate the mother of one after she shared her location on social media. Details: Chrisean Rock served with lawsuit. Radar Online reports a process server handed Rock the paperwork on May 4th of 2024, about 2 months after James filed. Chrisean was at Los Angeles Cathedral High School for her football practice on that day. Before arriving, she informed her followers that she'd be at the school for a 6:30 p.m. practice. The process server peeped her post and her radar slid James' lawsuit into her hands at 5 p.m. As mentioned, James Wright Chanel made it clear that he wasn't going to let Rock's disrespect on November the 10th of 2023 slide. He filed the suit in Los Angeles on February the 6th, accusing the Baddies star of punching him in the face several times while wearing rings. His lawyer, Kevin Anderson, compared the alleged rings to brass knuckles, per the Los Angeles Times. Ultimately, James sought medical treatment for 2 broken teeth and injuries to his face. He later explained on Instagram that the incident happened after Chrisean Rock became upset over a booking miscommunication. They were both backstage at Tamar Braxton's concert when Rock realized that she wasn't there to perform, but to pop out for a closing dance performance. She allegedly became enraged when James tried to correct and console her and stole on him in the face several times. As she was removed from the premises, she allegedly shouted the homophobic slur, agate at right. Watch him explain what happened.
Of the stories and blah blah blah. Child, I was an innocent bystander. You still gotta keep joy in stuff. So yeah. I don't know what be wrong with people. I really don't. I really don't.
All right, so in that clip, James Wright Chanel says, he don't know, like he was lost for words, and I think if you know James Wright Chanel, he was the guy that went viral for the patty pies, right? And you know, just from observation, he's always been sweet. He's always been kind. I've never, well, not to my knowledge, I've never seen him getting violent or, going after somebody. I believe that he was, just doing his job. He and Tamar are very good friends. Sometimes they are at each other's homes. And I know that James Wright Chanel, he cooks. He cooks some great meals, you all. So if you see James Wright Chanel out, just let him know that, hey, how you doing? And give us some music. He has a really nice voice. Well, let's get back into this article. What happened after James Wright Chanel filed in February? A few weeks after James filed for unspecified damages, Rock responded on X, formerly Twitter, without naming Wright. She suggested someone described as a big bad B, Iga, isn't getting any money from her. However, according to Radar, she has yet to respond to him in court. In March, he opened up about his emotional struggles since the altercation. Let's take a listen.
How are you feeling?
Um, so I be getting emotional when I talk about this. Okay, it's all over the place. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out why this happened. Why did this happen to me? I wasn't in an argument with anyone. I wasn't going back and forth or arguing with anyone. None of that took place. Now, what I walked in on was that with other people, not me.
Right.
When I got in there, I was consoling the person. Like, because the person was crying. I'm like, why are you crying? What happened? And when the story got explained of what happened, I was like, oh. And it was just boom, boom. After that, everybody's mouth dropped everybody's mouth literally dropped. When I came back to it, everybody's mouth was still like.
It was unbelievable.
Because it was for no reason.
And you didn't even see it coming, did you?
No, at all. Because there was no reason for it.
Right.
So, the crazy thing is, like I've said on social media, this is the part I want to talk about, the processing part. Because I would wake up, and I even said this publicly. I would wake up out of my sleep crying. Shut up. And not knowing why. And not knowing what that meant. So when I contacted the therapist, she said it's trauma. And so she was like,
No. So do you remember when Jaguar tried to line him up for SA allegations? No, send me that. Send that to me. No, I did not know that, House of Queens TV. Thank you for that. Can you get that over to me? Yes, and shout out to the LGBTQIA plus community. Happy Pride Month to each and every one of you. Y'all be safe out there and have as much fun as you can. But House of Queens TV, no, send me that. Send me that and Tulsa Direct at gmail.com. She tried to get Armand Wiggins to do it first and then Storm Monroe. No, I didn't know about that. But now that you put it out on my mind, now I need to know what's going on. Wow, didn't know that. But definitely get that information over to me. Once again, it's Queen Tulsa Direct at gmail.com.
She was like, trauma will wake you up out of your sleep.
And we know that you and Tamar are very good friends. And she eventually did speak out, but a lot of people were saying, why didn't she speak out a lot sooner? Now, for you, how did you feel like when she did speak out? Did you feel like she did the right thing for you? Was that the right public announcement as far as the situation?
So the thing is, I wasn't going to speak out. Like, I wasn't going to speak out. But I feel like for her, I feel like she was, even a week later, she was still in shock.
Right.
She called me every day, every second, every minute, every hour, because sometimes in situations like that, you don't know what to say.
You don't. Yeah.
Especially when it's no reason for it. It's like, I'm lost.
Okay, definitely. House of Queens TV says I have to look for it because it was on her first channel. Okay, absolutely. If you can get that over to me, I would love to dissect and look at that piece of content and see what was said and what was going on. Thank you.
What do I say?
And that's why she did say in quote, I wish it was me and not him.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been me.
Oh, wow. So Tamar Braxton said that she wished it was her and not him. Oh, geez. Okay, let's get into it. Days after being served, Rock celebrated her first Mother's Day with new footage of her and Chrisean Rock Jr. Oh my goodness, you all. That's traumatizing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's very traumatizing just looking. I mean, like I said, the guy, he seems like a very nice guy, very soft-spoken. I don't know him personally, but just from where I've seen him on live and stuff, I know he sang at T.S. Madison's grandfather's funeral. Very good friends with her, and wow. All right, so we're gonna get back to Carlissa and Jonathan Sr. argue in the courthouse after he says he will not be taking care of Junior while Rock's in jail. I'm not the damn babysitter. Let's finish listening.
I'm here to support you, right? So I'm giving orders, man. I'm gonna give those orders. You know? I'm not gonna go.
But you was giving orders by that same girl that don't like to listen, right? So now she legitimate since she giving you orders.
My goddamn self. Yeah. You know what I mean? How much shit don't go to the side for somebody else? Shit. She gave orders what to do with the baby. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, wow. So apparently, Mr. Senior says that Chrisean Rock has already made arrangements for her baby to go somewhere with somebody, right? And he just asked, am I right or wrong? So right now we're going to listen to the answer.
Thank you. Shit.
Give it
So you follow the orders. She will live and learn.
Who the fuck follow any of Chrisean orders? Like, let's be real.
Well, at this point, she's the mother, and whatever the mother says goes. The individual that was speaking, which is the not, sometimes you just got to mind your own business. That had nothing to do with you. But thank you for the footage. Okay. I got to give credit where credit is due. Thank you for recording the footage. We did definitely need it. But next time we're going to need you to get on an iPhone, child. Because I was struggling to look and see and all that. I wanted to see all the details. Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Shit, y'all just want to.
Y'all, I don't know. Who is this? He's sitting there with his J's on, his white tee, joggers. Who is that guy? Is that like her manager or something? Wow. Okay, let's get into it because we're gonna have to wrap this up. And actually, our next show is going to be about DV. There's a viral lesbian couple that's here on YouTube, and the girlfriend went upside her girlfriend's head with a alcohol bottle. So we're going to be covering that here in about 2 minutes. So let me go ahead and speed this up. And yeah.
Thank you. I just want to jump in and try to keep shit off of it. I'm not trying to get
Thank you, Carlissa. I'm with you on that one. Exactly.
I only watch the baby 5% of the time. That's not getting twisted. I'm not in the fucking house watching. I'm not the babysitter. Okay? I've been in there for fucking time where it was needed only. Y'all online thinking I'm taking them to fucking babysitter. My job ain't no fucking babysitter, goddammit.
But that's what everybody looked at you at.
Wow. Dude, he got blonde hair. Hold on. It looks like he has blonde hair. Wow. Oh. Child. And child. Let's get into it.
Shit, whatever.
What you here for?
Not about you. Not trying to make it about this baby. It's about Jonathan today. That's why you're here for all this. That's why you're here for all this. We know that. We know that. We know this. Goddamn cheek. Get out of my cheek.
That's crazy.
Yeah, want to go against somebody's will. You feel me? Shit. Fuck you. Your ugly ass. Your ugly ass out of here.
Your mama ugly, bitch.
Oh
Now
no.
You got these stinky ass.
mama ugly, bitch.
What?
Stinky ass.
You got your fingernail polish on?
Yeah, I do. But your ugly ass.
She said, "Do you got your fingernail polish on?" He said, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do." Oh, y'all, this is. I mean, are we seeing this for real? Y'all, they over here cussing and going back and forth with each other. She's asking him, "Do you got on your fingernail polish today?" He's like, "Yeah, actually, I do." And it's shout out to the how you doing, crew? Okay.
To show you how it's done. It's like, this is
The whole time, Jaden ain't saying.
But what is funny? I don't. Where's the humor? Am I missing something, you all? Let me get to these comments. Toria Williams is in the building. Hey, how you doing? She says, QT, the state had an investigation and they brought charges on Chrisean for everything she did to James Wright. That was one warrant. The second warrant is from Oklahoma for violation of probation. Good show, Queen Tulsa. Yeah, she actually got it out of Rogers County. I believe that's what, Claremore, Oklahoma. Yeah, she was riding around and riding dirty. She was definitely riding dirty. Hey, CJ the Cat, how are you? Just peeping in. All right, saying hello to everyone. All right, let's get into it.
Nail thing.
It's time.
She look like a Jay.
They want me to just take over the baby like I'm just supposed to be granddaddy.
Yeah, you are supposed to be granddaddy.
All I did was take a picture of that damn. That's like I watch the baby 98
Yes, you did.
Chrisean watched the baby all the time. Let's not get it twisted. She watched the baby 90% of the time. Shit. Yeah. Shit, records. Shit, go up. She on the way.
When we go in here, you gonna move to the state.
Whatever. I run my life. I run my life, goddamn. I run my life, goddamn.
Stop. Hey, hold on. Stop. They're gonna keep yelling. Okay, but they go. Just stop yelling. Stop. You gotta calm down. They're gonna kick y'all out, so just calm down.
You know, I don't know if that's a style or not, but you got on the suit jacket. I mean, would it have hurt him? Would it have hurt him to put on a pair of slacks with it? I mean, you come in there trying to look all young and trying to be youthful and things like that. You're a grandfather now. Like, that is, I'm not saying just be, dressed like, whatever. But one thing I can say is Carlissa, she was just pretty nice. But all this, the swag and the attitude, I see where Blueface gets it from. And I see why Blueface can't have a good relationship with his children's mothers is because these are his role models. These are his examples. This is what he grew up in. I was trying to figure out what is going on. How was he raised? And apparently this is how they were. I mean, this dude is sitting up here calling Carlissa ugly and this, that, and the third. It's not about y'all. It's about the kids. What about the kids? Am I the only one that's thinking about what about the kids? The baby is innocent. Junior didn't ask to be here.
Bro. Bro, you here for Blueface, calm before they kick you out. Calm down before they kick you out. They're gonna kick you out. Bro, they're gonna kick you out if you don't calm down.
Stupid ass bitches think they know my life. Stupid ass bitches think they know my life. Grown ass man. 4 exes all in my life. 4 exes deep trying to still be in my teeth. 4 exes deep in my teeth. 4 exes deep in my teeth. Girl, think about your ex, not me. Shit. Don't be jealous if you can't get none of this.
Who ate some blood?
Because you can't get another.
Wait, what blood? Yeah. That's fucked up. You was around.
Whew. Child, that's a lot. That is a lot. All right. So you all let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, my next live is going to be about these 2 lesbians. The one with the hat on took a fifth to this young lady's head, and DV is never okay. Listen here, that's our next show, so let me go ahead and wrap it up here. If you do find yourself in a situation with like Chrisean Rock, maybe an abusive relationship or things like that, please check out our description of this video, because we have all links, telephone numbers linked in the description. Help is available. Like this right here is too much for me. Tory Jones Williams says he just at his son's house to watch it while he is in jail. The father sits around all day getting high with Chrisean. The baby never gets to see the grandmother at all. Baby not good with him at all. Oh my goodness. So Chrisean's daddy be over at Chrisean's house blowing back trees? Just sits around all day getting high. Oh my goodness. This show was good. Great calm commentary. I really enjoyed the show. Hope to see more like it, Kitty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And listen here, we got to roll out. Make sure you all have your notifications set, because we will be over on same location, just different show. Let me see. Chrisean don't have her house anymore. No, his dad is a house sitter. Promise, Tory. Oh my goodness. Well, listen here. Like I said, I'm about to cover this story with these 2 lesbian women. One of them went over, took a fifth to someone's head, and we have all the receipts coming up next. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, so long.
Girls can't never say I